Hey, Connie. You been sitting there waiting? I gotta get you on my Chromebook too. Am I looking all right? I'm recording on my phone and I'm going to try to keep up with the chat down here on my Chromebook. Great. Hey, Sally. And I'm knitting on Miss Bag of Days. Another hat for her. I gotta get them done. Hey, Carol. How are you? If I look down, I'm looking at my chat on the Chromebook. I did it the other way around. Hey, Tony. The way Miss Linda and y'all said, and that makes so much sense. And I've even done it that way before. Crazy. Hey, Denny. You're knitting a hat too? Carol, yay. Denny, what you up to, honey? And Miss Connie and Miss Tony and Miss Andrea Frugal. How's your back, dear? Can y'all hear me all right? I didn't check my volume, but I'm usually hollering. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? Good to see you. How's the weather where you guys are? Your back is doing a little better. Well, that's good. Any improvement is good. It's too loud. Okay, let's see. Should I turn it down? Whoop. Well, how's that? That any better? You can always turn your own volume down, I guess. Sunny and 61 where Carol is. And Annie Vernon says, I'm doing great. Cloudy and not cold. But you're in where? Annie Vernon is in Sacramento. Is that right? 76 in Fair, says Cynthia. And Carol's in South Carolina. That's right. You're my neighbor. 39 in New York today. Woo hoo hoo. That's pretty chilly. Hey, Kim, how are you, darling? If I got y'all too close, maybe that'll be better. If I can read. I wish I could get my sign in. I should have put my sign over here. My shelves over here. Oh, well, hindsight and all that. 29 in Massachusetts. Kim is great. You think it's going to get up to the low 60s today? Cool. Now, the fiber hearts are in California, but I forget where they are. Are they close to you or no? Hey, Noni May. Hello to your pretties, she says. What did Denise? Oh, she was talking about the weather. Denisha said, Noni May, look at you. I meant my pretties. All my pretties. That's fine. It's okay. We know what you mean. You're not sure they mention Yuba County, which is a county over or two. That's not bad. Hey, Sarah May. How are you, honey? I keep this right by me all the time. It's my drooling rag. Hey, Mimi, I saw you delivering all those, putting those scarves everywhere. What a blessing that is. Thank you, Andrea Frugal. Sarah May's doing good, 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 good. It's a little bit chilly in my craft room. Yarn happens with Mary Ann. Hey, you made it. Yes, you did. Hooray, hurrah for everybody. Oh, I am, honey. I use it all the time. I could use it as a washcloth. It's too pretty to wash dishes with. But I just keep it right here, and then when I need to, I throw it in the wash. It's been washed several times, and it's still looking great. Let's see. I have to see which way. That way, right? Can you see the squirrel Sarah May made and sent me a good while back? Isn't that cute? It's so cute. Hey, Jeanette. Yeah, Annie Vernon is always sweet and welcoming. Y'all all sweet. Hey, Brenda Land. Mimi, y'all just do great things. That just warmed my heart. If y'all haven't seen it, go to Mimi Catdoo's channel, and I did you just put that up today? I think, Mimi. They were putting out scarves all around. Hey, Monda. Let's see. She said it's just the company I'm in. Good afternoon. I'm doing well, Monda, and I hope and pray that you are. You did it today. That y'all had a bunch. And then you do them too. I think you said y'all were working on the next batch that will go out with Meals on Wheels. Noni May. You need to slap somebody just for the fun of it. Slap your husband. That'd be the safest. That's funny. Oh, mercy me. And I was trying to see. I was going back over everybody's comments. Sorry. Slap someone. Just like a love pat. Yes, Dee, we do. St. Vincent's food pantry for the little kids. That is wonderful. Hey, sweet Melissa. I'm not seeing everybody's. Oh, there's Melissa. Sensational Squirrel Squad. Julie, howdy do, babe. You like my hat? If I could just keep it down on my head, it keeps wanting to pop up. It keeps riding up. My hair's so slick. Slickified. Noni, smack yourself. Hey, Sharon, let's see who I miss. Scraptastic. It's Miss Jane. Here's your sign, Jane. I was just saying, I wish I had put my sign right here in my shelves over here. We got Jane in the house. Let's see, I think I said hey to Sharon, hey to Melissa. Let's see, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? If I did, hey. when you see me looking down, I'm on recording on my phone, but looking that cause it only shows me a couple. Hey, Jens, watching Christmas ghost stories and got about half scared in the broad daylight. Melissa, are you doing Zoom on Saturday morning? I can't believe this is the second live, Jane says. I've caught this week. You're on a roll. Yeah, Jane. Have you ever been live with me? I don't remember. Of course, y'all know I can't remember. My short term is shot, and my long term ain't all that. Beautiful Sharon, good day to you and the snow. Once for the last 5 minutes. I always like to watch your podcast, Miss Jane, but I hadn't even got around to it lately. Seems like it's all I can do to keep up with my own stuff. I wasn't gonna do a vlogmas, but now kindly I am. Hey Teresa, cause I did a do-it-yourself advent calendar. I just started on the 5th because that's what I had yarn for. I had those little good loops yarn. You're just doing them randomly. The Zooms. Okay. Sis T, you like to play in Mad Libs? Lord, Noni May, I am hardly famous, honey. Hardly famous. Hardly, hardly, hardly. Teresa says, hey to everybody. Annie Vernon. Oh, you telling what you doing? I'm going to have to look down here for a minute and catch up with the chat. Let's see. Annie Vernon says the 16th. I go today, so probably miss most with your work. Most of your lives during the week, long days, 7 to 5:30. Home before dark 30. And that was Annie Vernon. And Jeanette said she finished her brother's Afghan, now working on a diamond Afghan. And Jens is asking about snow. I'm famous to y'all. Well, I love y'all. Y'all famous to me. And it's in the 60s in Texas where Melissa is. And Jen says nothing but rain, rain, rain. And Mimi's got to take the dog to the potty. So good to have you all here. Looks like we have 22. Yep, yarn happens with Mary Ann. I think I told you hello, didn't I? You have to get your honey in gear. Work on your alpaca shawl. Sarah May says it's 43 in Indiana. I don't know what it is here, but it's cold. I keep it on 68 here in the house. I got a little tiny heater. Y'all ought to see it. Look. Here's my little tiny plug-in heater. I think I got it from Aldi's, but it works well. Oh, Noni May. Honey, Crystal don't think nothing about that. It is cute, isn't it? And if y'all don't mind, I'm going to plug it in because I'm cold. Oh, you're in Fort Myers, Mary Ann. That's right. You're close to my daughter. Was it you that I told? Excuse me, y'all. Now, this is going to make a horrendous noise at first, but then it'll get better. I have to knock it around a little bit. Hey, Gretchen. Oh, come on. Now. There we go. Before scanners, when you had to remember prices. It works great. It really does. And I can put my hands right up to it. And it even has a thermostat. Hey, Linda, Quilty. It's got a thermostat on top that you can put it up or down. Show it who's boss. Yeah, Noni May would have liked to have slapped it around. I don't know. Oh, who said $5 for it? I just said I got it at Aldi. I don't remember how much it was. I heat the house, Sharon. I have central. It's electric. Nah, it's not like I'm getting shit. It does sound like that. It always vibrates like that right at the beginning. But then it gets better. Hey, Kelly, Crochet Ma for Life, and Milda. Hey, girlfriend. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my chat down here. May is Noni's real middle name, she said. I'm recording. Oh, you got yours mine to $5 at Walmart. Oh, okay. And Cynthia says she's in St. Cloud between Orlando and Melbourne. My daughter is in Estero, Florida. It's between Naples and Fort Myers. And it's 13 hours from here. Yeah, Buffy, Milda. Hey to everybody. We got 27 in the room. Your husband's a fretting. What's he fretting about? 'Cause you slapped him. Gretchen, you've never been to Florida? Well, I only have because I've only been, well, I did take the kids when they were, you love that area? It's pretty. It's like southwest towards the Gulf. Yeah. Yarn Happens right around the corner from you, Marianne. Yeah, I was there at Christmas time. And that's the first time I've been to see them since they've been there for, God, like 5 or more years. Hey, Adele. Super big hugs back. Yep, I was there almost a year ago, back last Christmas. But they're gonna, Lindsay and the girls, my one I call the manager is the one that lives in Florida. She's, Lindsay is my oldest daughter, my redhead, the one that was in the hospital. She's, I hope, I pray doing well. I haven't talked with her lately. She was still having headaches at night. I just pray they diagnosed her correctly. Your father's east, Gretchen says. The farthest east you've been is Iowa, Gretchen said. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Pat Frazier. Hey, Beth. Well, good. I'm glad you did. Heaven's Peacemaker. So glad you did. Yeah, I got it farthest. I can't. I'm having to go here and here and here. Madonna! You paid $5 for a pair of Spanx, and they were still too small. 3X. And I got a pair of pajama pants from QVC, and I got a 1X, and they were thankfully way too big. Thankfully. So I had to send them back. So I guess I need to get me, I need new PJs. I need new jommers, like we say here. Put your jammers on. So, what y'all making? What y'all hooking or knitting? I've heard from some of you. I know Madonna's knitting something. You want some new PJs with yarn balls. You know, back a year or so ago, everybody on Facebook, well, not everybody, but a bunch of the groups I was in, it's before I got into YouTube. Hey, Leanne, I'm looking down here because I got on at about 20 minutes ago. I come on at 3 on the weekends. Sarah Mae's laughing. What you laughing about, girl? My jammers. And Beth is making bags, sewing bags now. And Gretchen said she got 3X undies from Wish, and your size 0 daughter could fit into them perfectly. Oh, I said Madonna was knitting, yeah. Speaking of people slapping people, she's going to be doing that. Asian girls are, for the most part, I don't guess we can say all of them are, but a lot of them are teeny. Linda ear warmers and fingerless gloves and a cow. You need to go for a walk and lay that stuff down, Kelly. C2C blanket, Adele says. You're just practicing. Hey, Brenda, bears, crochet critters. Sharon making a child's top. You make the cutest little baby sweaters and stuff. And what'd you say? Gretchen said they wouldn't even fit my calf. Oh, God. Baby elf hats, Miss Jane says. Well, Miss Jane, what is new with you, honey, besides those elf hats? Frugal is going to go finish her meal planning, lay down for a bit. Okay, sweetie. Thanks for coming. Yes, you do, Sharon. They're cute as they can be. And Sarah Mae is crocheting a rectangular granny and knitting a chunky cardigan. And the last one, nothing but you're tired, you can't keep up with yourself. Well, just sit back and enjoy me looking up and down and up and down, trying to keep up with the chat. I would much rather record on my Chromebook, but it's been acting up. Leanne, crocheting on a pattern you got gifted. It's a shawl, but you're struggling. You're determined to keep going. That's a girl. And Sis T just finished Bag of Days side puff stitch scarf. Each row had to have 130 puff stitches. Wow. Teresa, you get going. Julie, that smile looks like a, hey, critter kid. That is a lot of puff stitch. Julie, that smile looks like a mule eating briars. I always say that, but it does. Hey, Fabergé Crochet. Here's another grin. Those smiley faces just crack me up. And I'm looking like this to look through my bifocals. Hey, Jan in Alaska. How's your weather, honey? Leanne. Yeah, I wonder about Dago. I know that she had to, her internet went. I haven't heard a thing from her. And Kim, you finished Amigurumi Santa, now working on Rudolph. Good. Sarah Mae says, Scraptastic Yarns, you need some PJs, like the knitting bag. Yeah, and I've got a knitting bag from her, too, with the balls of yarn. Oh, I squirreled. Several years back on Facebook, somebody found a pair of I think it was just the pants, the pajama pants. And they had sheep on them, I believe. And everybody was going to Target. I don't know if any of y'all were in on it too, but everybody, and then everybody was taking pictures of them with their sheep pajama pants on. I've been seeing several people making the baby Yodas. That must be a thing. Dolly Face was working on one, and somebody else. You got some of those sheep pants, Jane? I did too. I had to follow the gang and run out to Target. Of course, they weren't much. And I got 2 pairs. I think I bought a large and an extra large. I wasn't near as big as I am now. But I ended up wearing the large, and my daughter took the extra larges. Adele, you're going to text Dago later and let you know. Yes, please do, Adele. That would be great. Tell her we're all wishing her well and we miss her. I don't know how she's fixed for being able to, for having transportation to go somewhere to get internet, you know, like the library, Starbucks, whatever. Or Jane, did you mean you got the sheep material? I thought you meant the pajama pants, but somebody did ask you about those. Sheep. I do love my bag you made me, but I loved everything, but that sign right there, bomb diggity. If I had brains and knew how to edit, I would put that in my introduction every time. One of these days I'll figure it out. Oh, it was the PJs. Okay. I was talking about that, but then I thought, well, somebody had just mentioned that material, so wasn't sure, but yeah, that was a big deal. You still have some sheep material, but it's flannel for the fetal demise pouches. Wow, I've never heard them call that. I just used to do some, I didn't even know they had a thing for that. That's cool though. Fabergé, me big. You don't think I am, but I'm like 200 pounds. Makes me sick. Because I should be 140. You found some pretty fabric. Oh, that red, white, and blue, Noni May. Dago's husband works during the day, so okay, so they just must have one car. I don't look big up here. I'm big at the little and bottom at the top. That's what my aunts and my mom used to say. Little at the top and bigger. I'm pear-shaped. I got a big old butt. Oh, Melissa, that would be fabulous. Hey, Karen, why? Good to see you. Or did I already howdy? No, you're just saying hey now. Howdy, howdy, howdy. That's my Walmart fairy godmother. Well, it's wonderful to see you all. I'm looking up and down. I'm recording on my phone today, so it looks much better, I'm hoping. But I'm looking down to see the chat. I can see the chat better on my Chromebook, which is what y'all were telling me to do. Let's see. We're missing Donna Mako, aren't we? And you got a booty. You look like such a little old thing. Yeah, I wonder about Kelly. I hadn't heard from Kelly lately. Pat needs prayers, yes. get this beanie done and get going on your daughter's scarf. Sure will. I pray about everything, even stuff like that. I'm pleasantly plump. I'm fluffy. You's not fat, you's fluffy. She posted a video last night. You sleep, Noni Mae sleeps in sweatpants and t-shirts and socks year-round. The spouse said you look like you're homeless. Annie Vernon is in love. Or you're the love child of SpongeBob and his buddy Patrick. That's funny. I think, hey Becky, I think Kelly's wore out. And you know, her mama hadn't been doing the best. You barely keep your pants from falling down. And you know, Mad Mimi Laura had been coming on here quite a bit, but she's got three advent calendars going at one time. It's all I can do to keep up with my little one. And I'm only just making a little simple beanie. Noni Mae, I've had that. I used to have that happen with my pantyhose. My pantyhose, when I'd go to church, would roll down. Y'all, I got to get my honey back to church. I have not been to church in ages. And it's just right over. I got out of the habit when I couldn't hardly walk. But now that my feet are better, I have absolutely no excuse. Except I do have to wear my tennis shoes with my, oh, what do you call those things you put in your shoes from the podiatrist. Hey, Sandy Sutton. Have to come on a little, I hope coming on a few hours earlier makes it better. Yeah, they're the inner soul things, but they're called orthotics. That's it, Julie. You weigh 125 more pounds than me. Well, that's all right. You're 6'1", you said. Good grief. Noni Mae, you a tall drink of water. You got a union meeting at 8:30. You'll be glad when this is done. You missed church. You know, I feel just as close to the Lord, if not closer, but I need to go to church. No, it's not that. It's just, you know, when you go to church, you kindly dress up, or we do around here. Even if we wear pants, we wear nice pants and stuff. I'm not that big, but I'm not little. And after all the belly surgeries and weight loss surgeries, but then I found out about my thyroid being inactive, so yeah, Leanne, that's true. When Noni Mae said that she was 6 feet tall, your dad used to tell you were built like an ice cream cone. 3 sizes bigger at the top than the bottom. Well, how about that? Yeah, that's it, Janet. He won't care. No, you're right. It's more me. You like the feeling of community of going to church, but true God is everywhere, so it's not mandatory to go. You just like to go. Yeah, it's good to fellowship with others, and I have a great Sunday school class, and my church has helped me out before when I've been in a bind. And one of these days when I get all my finances right, and the Lord's going to help me with that, I'll be able to give back. It was the social committee, like they've paid my power bill before when I had a time. I have conversations with the Lord from the time I get up in the morning till the time I go. I know he's glad when I go to sleep. No, I know he loves He loves us to talk to him. And I don't just ask for things. I do praise him for all my many, 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 many blessings. Your husband says your hind end makes 3 of those Kardashian girls. I don't know about the Kardashians, but I've heard. That's funny. I know, man, I was thinking about this earlier. I was doing something with my hair, and I thought, well, I look better going than coming. My grandma used to say or you look better coming than going, or going than coming, whichever. Oh, me. You're not sure who you talk more to, yourself or to God. Like 2 raccoons in a burlap sack, Sarah May said. That's funny. Or 2 possums. And, you know, I still don't know who made this for me, but he's cute as he can be. You pray all the time for folks. Mostly you're asking the Lord to forgive something because you're ornery and can't behave. No, you may. You behave. You're not bad. The only thing about you that's bad is you talk bad about yourself. And you are the Lord's creation, so don't talk bad about. The Lord don't make no junk. Marianne, I don't know. I get more when I get answers from the Lord. I don't know what that's in reference to, but it's always good. Did you ever see that possum again? Brenda says. Nope. He did come back, or one of them came back because I heard him one time, but then. And Jeanette says you would have made it. You wouldn't have made it the past year and a half without God. Yep. Granny only needs a spanking. All right, who's going to do it? Oh, to hear her talk, she's got enough booty to be spanked. I'm glad Opie didn't come back either. Amen, Sis T. Oh, don't forget, Sis T, keep her in your prayers and help her any way you can. And her birthday's this month. And Teresa, you can tell us when if you want to. I know you said your son's is tomorrow. Don't forget Bobby Norman's address. I gave it last. What live was that when I gave that address out? Or you can, his birthday's tomorrow, but even if you send a card late, he's in the Navy and he's in Texas, in the Fort Worth area. And Sis T and her hubby are kindly having a time, so help her out, help them out any way you can. And I'm sure she appreciates all those. I sent my card, and I know several of you sent cards. Your husband just walked in and is laughing his rear end off. He said, I know that lady is from North Carolina. I told him, yes, that's why you wanted to know how far she was from his mama's. Oh, okay. Where is his mom's, Jane? Everybody, almost everybody, whenever I go somewhere on vacation, hey, Laura Lee, can guess where I'm from. Mebane. That's a couple of hours from here. I think. I've not ever been there, but I've seen the signs along the highway when I was going somewhere. Noni May, all my life I've been asked how the weather is up there. Because you're tall, you just told people to hush. You're just closer to Jesus. People used to ask me all the time about, my oldest daughter's hair is red. Like, I always just called him the sperm donor because he was never in. He wanted me to get an abortion when I was pregnant with Lindsay. And I had told him from the get-go that if that ever happened, I told him to suit up because I couldn't take the pill. I had tried every pill known to man, and he didn't. And so I got in the family way, and that was the end of that. And but her red hair comes from her dad, but he was never in the picture. My ex-husband was the one who raised her, so she really and truly was a red-headed stepdaughter. But she's better to him than his own flesh and blood. And I mean by that, she remembers Father's Day to call him on his birthday and different things, or send him a card or whatever. But I forgot where I was going. Oh, people would ask me where she got her red hair, and I used to say from Jesus. Denisha, your Chloe's got red hair. Yeah, I think I've noticed that. Teresa's birthday's the 18th, okay, and Bobby's is tomorrow, so that's the 8th. And your hubby's is the 15th. And your son's going to be 22, and he's in the Navy. Michelle Sleeper. I got a lot of my favorite folks here. Of course, there's a lot of favorite folks not here, but folks come when they can. You always wanted red hair, Jeanette. I have dyed mine red before. In the fall. You just heard from Dago. Let me look down here. She is sad because her dog passed away this morning. Oh no. She was 14 years old, and today is her 40th anniversary as well. She sends me her love and hugs. Well, thank you for checking in with her. Bless her heart. Hey, Helen, star-crossed. Hey to everybody. And Jane, Miss Scraptastic, is in the house. And her hubby was even laughing at or saying he knew where I was from with just walked in laughing his rear end off. He said, I know that lady's from North Carolina. Yes, I am, and proud of it. I was born here, raised here, and I'm still here. And back on the land where I was raised. Critter Kid, you have relatives in Randleman. You love watching the lives, could listen all day to GrannyDee. Well, bless your heart. I think my voice is so annoying. But I've got playlists, so you can listen to, and I got all kinds of books. And I've got, now that I love you too, Denny. I love you all so very much. And I can say that because the Lord loves me. Some people think I'm fake saying that, but I'm totally not. Don't matter if we've ever met or not. For all you folks, I feel like I've known you forever. Well, I'm so glad, Jeanette. I like to help folks. Jan says, a bit starstruck with Miss Scraptastic being in here. She's a sweetie. She's one of us. And even Crystal, when Crystal comes in, you never know, Crystal might be listening in and pop in. Crystal's been with me since almost when I started. That might be because of Sis Teresa. I'm not sure. I know she shouted me out. She sure helped me with my numbers. And so when she asked me to if I would mind knitting her a hat, and she was going to pay me for it, I said, no, you don't. Water closet time. Noni May took her water pills today. She hadn't been taking them. Denny says she could listen to some of y'all all day. Sarah May, no, not everybody does. I don't think Jan does. I don't think Laura Lee. No, she said she doesn't, but it doesn't matter. And I wish you folks that don't would push that button. You don't have any idea what a blessing it is. I mean, it's a blessing to be a subscriber. I enjoyed being a subscriber and going around to everybody's channels. And I met a lot of you folks before I had a channel, like Denny and a whole bunch of you. But I've been so blessed with meeting so many wonderful people. Bears Crochet, you highly enjoy all the fun each squirrel brings to this gathering. Yes, ma'am. Denisha, you shut yours down. It's not for everybody, but hey, Judy. I believe you must be a new squirrel. Oh, no, Sarah May says. Well, whatever you feel led to do. Isn't it, Jane? If I had known how wonderful it was going to be, I would have done it a long time ago, but everything in its time, a season for everything. Well, Lord Lee, I'm not tech savvy at all. But then you meet people like Melissa just said she would, the record button, Jan, to like record, like all of you have channels, whether you have your own content on or not. But, yeah, Jane, I guess when we go on, that's the time when we're supposed to go on. Hey, Ross, good to see you. Yeah, Jan. You hit that button to record videos or to go live or whatever. Sarah, I'm sorry, I keep looking down. I need to look up, don't I? Hey, Ross, I have to look down to see some of the chat because I'm from the show me state. What y'all want me to show you? Nothing. Except maybe your project you're working on. Helen, you're a bit of a shy lass. You wouldn't know what to say. You'd be amazed. I've always been pretty much an extrovert, but I got to the point where I was getting kind of like a hermit. I still don't go out a great lot. About the only time I go out is to get a little something, groceries or whatever, and although my brother brings me food and stuff. You're shy too, Noni May? Yes, I can believe that. And to go to the yarn shop, which I totally don't need to go to because I've got way too much. I've got a bunch saved up for Sis T. I'm going to Sis T's on Tuesday. I've already asked her about if Tuesday would be a good time. Noni May, I believe we're ganging up to spank you. Denny said a while ago you needed a whooping, and now Sarah May. So you better watch out. Noni May shy, you would never know it. Well, you know what? Some people overcompensate, or I don't know whether over or not, but compensate. Madonna, you make videos all the time, never say anything worth listening to, but you still... Yes, you do, Madonna. Everything you say is entertaining. You gonna let me slide with buying yarn until 2020? I don't need sliding by because Okay, Ross. Knock back. Let's grow together, Ross says. He's from a grow. I met him on a grow channel. I don't know if it was Ralph's or whose. Or if it was the island guy. I miss Mimi coming on here. I think she stays on the island. What is that guy's name? Island fishing. I always get it mixed up. And the grow channels are nice. I finally got to 1,400, y'all. If people don't unsubscribe. I think I was 1,404 a while ago. Okay, Sarah Mae. Love you. Thanks for coming. Marianne says she's an introvert too. Leave the house only to buy groceries or the doctor. Yes, we love to watch Madonna. She's a hoot. Madonna, you need some blackout curtains for your sunshine. You said you put curtains up, but I bet they weren't blackout curtains. That's what I've got. In the den and in my bedroom. And this was a bedroom, the middle bedroom, but I made it into my craft room, or the girls helped me do that. But I've got to get 2 more cubby units in here to stack on top of the ones I've got. That would help. And I could even stack some more over here so I could get some more of this yarn up off the floor. Introvert when we have snowstorms, extrovert any other time. Go, 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 Mimi says. You put up a baby blanket, never finished. Nope, not a blackout. That's what you need on that. That might be what you need on that, unless you need some of the light. But I bet if you put a blackout curtain, Madonna, and then put some sort of little lamp, even just a little lamp like this. This is a Dollar Tree lamp, y'all. And it's got 3 little settings on it. I bought a bunch of these and I've given them away. I gave Sis T a couple of them. Here's my... I don't have a tree, so I had to put my angel on my lamp. I got a tree, but it's out in the building. I just hadn't got out there. Oh, mercy me. Yeah, Linda, just a crochet sister, is organizing her yarn. I hope she doesn't overdo it. Didn't she say her somebody, niece, granddaughter, somebody was coming to help her? I hope. Because she was sound like getting out of breath, just... And I know exactly how she feels. She was looking at it and just being kind of overwhelmed. You looked at those at your Dollar Tree, or you looked for them at your Dollar Tree and couldn't find them? Well, when I can, Melissa, maybe I can mail you one. I got white and I got black. I bought like 20 of the things. She said someone was helping. Jan, who's that? Oh, Linda. Yeah, I knew she said somebody was helping. I couldn't remember who it was. But it doesn't matter, just so she's got somebody helping her. Sorry, I keep looking down. Your yarn is in storage. You go once in a while and grab some, put it in a bag, bring it in the room. I would never show you. Or let you come. You should see beside of my chair in the den, and oh my gosh, somehow I got to get it fixed back like Lindsay had it before she gets here December 28th, because I've made another mess. Oh, I'm terrible about my whip piles. Over here, over here. And Noni Mae, you were joking. You ain't never been shy. Never met a stranger. The kid says the only reason you go to Walmart is to visit folks, not to shop. Walmart is a meeting place. My grandmother used to have a high old time when she was older at the funeral home. I told y'all that story, but a bunch of y'all might not have been with me then. My grandma, you know how the family stands in a line, like a receiving line at the funeral home when a member of the family passes? The casket, and then you go by the you know, you view whoever's in the casket if they've got an open casket, and then you go through the line. Family, and usually there's a line of people. Hey, HD. My grandmother was in a wheelchair, and my brother was pushing her, and she went by the lady who had passed away, had been a friend of hers, and we called her Binky. And she went by and she kind of shook the casket, and she said, "How you doing in there, Binky?" My brother about died a million deaths. He's shy. But everybody in her family just died laughing because they know how my mommy, how my grandmother was. So they said they needed that laugh. So Grandma, "How you doing in there, Binky?" Helen says she could talk the hind legs off a donkey. Just got to get to know people first. It's a slow process. Hello, Cherry Bloom Soaps. My grandmother was a nut. And I'm just like her, I reckon, that people say I am. Hey, Wreathing Nurse. And you said how to say your name. I had been calling you Teresa, but it's Teresa? I probably said that wrong. But it was good to see you. Did I say it right? Yay! We got Teresa's and Teresa. Teresa is the Wreathing Nurse. And she had a live. Well, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, guys, guess what? Our time is almost up. Your grandma was a trip too. Boy, I miss my grandmother. I miss my mom too. But my grandma was just a hoot. So thank you so much, Jane, for coming. Please come back, and come back, all of you. And I know some of you just got here, but I've been on an hour. Well, 58 minutes almost. By the time I leave you, it'll be an hour. Y'all know I got a 1 hour bladder. Remember, if you want to stay chatting with each other and with a lovely lady from Manchester, England, go over and see. We'll have a squirrel raid. Oh, okay. If you want to, yeah, 1 hour bladder, I take water pills. Jan Carruthers. Somebody want to put her link up? And we'll have a squirrel raid. Thank you, Melissa, Denny, everybody. Yes, God bless you too. God bless all of you. You were grocery shopping. Well, I'll see y'all over at Jan's. I'm going to take my little bathroom break. And I'll be in there in about 5 minutes. Bye to you all. Mwah. Be sweet, don't be ugly. And if you want to hang out together, I'm going to Jan Carruthers. Madonna put her link up. Thank you. Love to you all. I love you, Leanne. You're always welcome, you know that. All of you. Mwah. See you at Jan's. Let's go to England. Let's get in the magic bus. Bye. This doesn't have a boop. It just has an X. Love you too, Jane. It was great to have you. Great to have you too, Ross. We'll knock on your door. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, Madonna is fast with the links, isn't she? Okay, see you at Jan's. Bye.